Guys just saw that. I don't know if you guys noticed that I just had a thing where my eye did the thing. Did you guys see that thing where my eye was doing things? So I just had an intro done by Nicole Booysen. I'm gonna leave all her details down below. She's all the way in Namibia, but if you do need an intro, obviously she can do it and like send it to you. So I'm definitely gonna leave her details down below because that is a beautiful intro. So if you guys need a pretty intro like mine, please do contact her and she got you. So let's get into this Q&A. So before I get into the questions, there's this one question that I got, and it's something that I've been wanting to, what's going on, Yisu? There we go. It's something that I've been wanting to talk about, but I don't think the details are that much for me to make an entire separate video for. So I'll just address it here. So somebody asked me, Uguti, they were looking through my Instagram and they saw Uguti, I used to be really skinny and now I'm really fat. So how did I gain weight? So basically, I'm going to tell you guys how I was able to gain weight within 2 months. I went from a size 26 to a size 30. I'm now at 34. I'm not proud. But within 2 months, I went from a 26 to a 30. So I'm going to tell you guys how I achieved that, how that happened. And then we are going to get into our Q&A. So Vela, this is the Q&A because this was a question. So yeah, stay tuned. So let me give you guys like a little background. Why is my thing not focusing? Let me give you guys a little background. So I am a very skinny person. I'm a tiny person. It's hereditary. My whole family is tiny people. But they all eventually gained weight growing up. But I never did and I didn't understand. So I was really, really tiny. I'll put pictures so you guys can like see. I'll put pictures. Yeah, I'll put a picture so you guys can see how I was. And then I'll put an after picture to see how I am now, my body size now. So I never really gained weight. I was always like a really tiny child. And I was used to it. Like it was Oisa, like it was, everybody knew Oisa as this tiny girl. Even in high school, I was the most skinniest person in the whole school. And it was okay. And then when I got to first year varsity, I also didn't mind it. I had gotten used to it. You know, I'd see other girls with big bums and whatever. And at first, and then eventually I was just like, this is my body, you know what? And then when I got to first year, I started collapsing because of my weight. So my body could not process like school plus my social life plus, so like I would just collapse out of the blue. So my every day was too much for my body. So I would just collapse randomly. And then when we get to the hospital, so at first we didn't know what's going on. When we get to the hospital, the doctor would be like, did you smoke something? Did you take something? What did you eat? All of that, whatever. And it even got to a point where they didn't believe me. Like, I would come in and my mom would be like, yeah, she fell again today. And then they'd be like, yeah, who saw her? Were you with her? So I moved out of home. I wasn't living at home. So, but home is 10 minutes away from Bram. So I'd call my mom and be like, dog, I just woke up on the floor. And then she'd come and take me to hospital, like every time that I'd faint, because we wanted to know what's wrong. So eventually they got to a point where they were like, who saw her faint? Because every time she's here fainting, and when we take blood tests and when we do the most, we don't really find out what's going on. So who saw her fainting? So they thought I was lying, but it's all right, it's okay. So eventually, one doctor was like weighing me and took my BMI and all those things that they take. And he was like, I suggest you gain weight and then see what happens after. So we bought supplements. We bought a lot of things, man. I used to eat takeaways every day just to gain weight and nothing was happening, guys. I would drink the supplements to a point where I hate supplements now. Even the smell disgusts me because I drank it so much. It was mass gain, whatever. And nothing was happening. And then I was like, okay, let me work out because it's for people who want muscles. Let me work out while drinking it and see if I won't gain anything. Dololo. zero. I was still slender, baby. I was still slender. Nothing was happening. And then this one time, I was scrolling through Twitter and I was minding my own business. And then this girl had posted these appetite pills that if you want to gain weight, you must take those pills and then you must eat a lot. Every time I have straight hair, I'm always playing with it. Like in my videos, I've noticed. Let me stop. So she's like, yeah, if you want to gain weight, you must take these pills, blah, 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 blah. And she was saying, yeah, I'm not a doctor. I'm just suggesting in. So I was like, what do I have to lose? Because I really do want to gain weight. I have nothing to lose. So I spoke to my mom about it. And my mom was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, what do I have to lose? If I die at this particular juncture. And she's like, cool. We went to Clicks. So you can get them either at Clicks or at Discount. I don't know if it's safe to send you guys to Clicks now. But let's say Discount for now. I don't know how I'm feeling about Clicks right now. So you can get them at any pharmacy actually, because even the pharmacy in Bram, I got it. The pharmacy, you can get it at a pharmacy. You just ask for them. So my box is finished. I don't know where my box is. It's supposed to be somewhere in this house, but I looked for it and I couldn't find it. So I'm just going to put a picture for you guys. So these are the pills. They cost like 56 rand, I'm sure, but it's less than 60 rand. They cost less than 60 rand. And I think it's 20 capsules inside the box. So basically what this is really long. This should have had a video on its own now that I think about it. So what it does, it makes you really hungry. It's appetite pills. And I think it slows your metabolism. I don't know. I didn't read. I just took the pills because I just wanted to gain weight. So I can stop fainting and I can stop being lightheaded all the time. Like I literally walk to campus, from my place to campus, which is like a 15-minute walk. By the time I get to campus, I can't breathe. I'm really tired. I'm lightheaded. I can't even concentrate in class. Like I was a mess. I was messed up. So I really was desperate at this point. So what I did was I would take the tablet and then it would make me hungry. When I'm hungry, I didn't eat like salads or veggies. Like I didn't eat healthy. And every time I'd be hungry, I would say Movite. So I bought Movite because Movite is very starchy. It's, you know what? So I bought Movite, and every time I get hungry, I say Movite. But like if it's things like I'm going to school, I'd buy amaquinya. It's fat cakes. I'd buy amaquinya and special and eat. I never ate anything healthy. And obviously because I'm a student, at this point I would only like have takeaways when I can afford to. But when I couldn't, I would like have iguinya or have Movite, anything starchy. So for supper, I'd make a lot of pap and a lot of mash. I wouldn't eat things like pasta. I don't know, pasta is a starch, but I wanted something that I trust because I know papa. I can take papa places. So I had like really solid food so that the weight can stick. And within weeks, man, people were noticing, what's going on? Are you pregnant? You know, things like that. And I didn't see the weight. Initially, I didn't see the weight until my clothes stopped fitting. Until when I'd wear my jean, I'd be like, this is not how this used to sit. This is a bit too tight. And then eventually with time, I saw my weight. And I gained, guys. I shot from 26 to 30 within 2 months. Like, I just shot. And obviously, if you want rapid means fast. If you want slower weight gain, obviously, maybe, because I used to take 2 tablets a day. And eat. So obviously, if you want like a slower weight gain, maybe take a tablet a day. I don't know. The after effect though is definitely sleep. You get really drowsy. So you eat. What do you do to a tablet? You drink the tablet. You get hungry. You eat. After you eat, you pass out. Like you are so tired. You are so sleepy. You pass out. It even got to a point there where I'd be out with my friends, and if I took the pill before we went out and I ate, I'd be drowsy at groove. Like we would be out at a party and I'd be sitting like this. Like it does not play with you. It makes you sleepy now. Like now. What else do I need to mention about it? Definitely, tablets come with the paper Definitely read the paper to see if you're not allergic to anything, to see if it won't affect you long term. I didn't care. I just needed to gain weight. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. If there's anything I remember, I'll put it in the description box. So that's how I gained weight. So that's how you guys can gain weight. If you're trying to gain weight, good luck with that. Okay, can I please mention, I'm not drinking alcohol today. So I am... Oh, one of the downsides to the weight gain is that it gives you mkaba, obviously. So when you gain everything. You gain in the face, you just gain weight. So I definitely have a tummy that I'm not happy with. So I'm trying to get rid of just tummy fat. And Savannah does give you a big tummy. So I'm staying off of alcohol and unhealthy foods for like a month. And doing like ab workouts basically, so that I can get my flat stomach back. That's the only thing I miss about my old body, is flat stomach. That's literally the only thing. Okay, let's go to the questions. So I don't know if people missed my get to know me video, but a lot of people were asking me about school and my age. So excluding that, I'm 23 years old. But including that, I am a 30-year-old black woman who has 5 children. That's how I feel emotionally. But my ID says I'm 23 years old. The next question is, what are you studying at WITS? I'm doing my final year in psychology, industrial psychology to be specific. I majored in industrial psychology. This is my final year. Yeah, that's about it. The strangest thing in your handbag? Definitely a pepper spray. I always have a pepper spray in my bag. But what I've noticed is, if anything were to hit the fan, my pepper spray is really far. Like, I have to then open my bag, open the zip, look for it. So I don't know what I am hoping for, but I have a pepper spray in my bag. I haven't needed it yet, and I pray to God it stays that way. But if ever I do need it, why don't you post at least 2 stories a week? This is a topic I've been wanting to address. Every time I log on to Instagram, you guys are asking for a story. And I just wanted to say, guys, zizophela. Like, if I'm posting a story twice a week, I'm going to run out of stories. And a lot of people are saying that I make up my stories. I'm not going to entertain that. But if I post 2 stories a week, eventually I'm going to have to start making up stories, because I'm going to run out of stories. So my stories will stop being authentic at that particular juncture. And we don't want it to get there, because we really like each other and we like each other's honesty. Have you had any friendship breakups? Yes. I think anybody at my age has had. I'm not saying I'm old. 23 is quite young. But considering primary school friends, high school friends, varsity friends, I've definitely had a lot of friendship breakups. It's even gotten to a point where I'm starting to think maybe I'm the toxic friend, because I lose a lot of friends. I don't know if it's growth or I am toxic, but I lose a lot of. The most recent friend I've lost was maybe 4 or 5 months ago, where we had an argument about something I was not happy with. So I addressed it with her. Guti Chomi, I don't like this. I really do not appreciate this particular situation. And she blue ticked me, which was sad. Few days later, I texted her again on some, and I didn't text her because she had blue ticked me. I texted her because she had done it again. So even though she ignored that one, I was like, Chomi, you're still doing it. And I really don't like it. It's like hurting my feelings. Please stop. And blue tick again. And then it got to a point where I literally sent her a paragraph. And why am I telling a story? But anyway, I sent her a paragraph and it turned into an argument. And I was like, yo. Oh, and she was like, she's not at a place where she can argue with me. She's not okay. And I was like, if when you're not okay, you don't consider my feelings, please come back to these chats when you are okay and come read them and know why we are no longer friends. And then I blocked her. Because I feel like if you're going through something, you should be careful of other people's feelings as well. But if you're not, if I'm going to call you out twice. No, now I'm venting. Let's leave it. Anyway, Have you ever dated more than one guy at a time? Well, this is juice, by the way. This is apple juice. I just put it in a wine glass for dramatic effect. Have I ever dated high school? It doesn't count. Umjolo where high school doesn't count as umjolo, so no, I haven't. But if umjolo was a high school count, maybe, probably. I'm not particularly sure. I'm not particularly sure. I did. I think I've said the story in my Insta Live. I've spoken about how I dated 2 guys at the same time. So long story short, I was dating this guy. If they watch this video, we were young, I was in grade 9. After my friend stole my boyfriend, I started dating this guy, pretty boy. I started dating him grade 9, grade 10, and then grade 11 he left the school. And remember, I was in a boarding school, and my boarding school was very strict. We weren't allowed to have cell phones. We weren't allowed to have contact with the outside world. If you wanted to contact your parents, there was a public phone, but other than that, you weren't allowed to have contact with the... One day I'll make a story time about what kind of boarding school I went to. But yeah, and then a new boy came in, and the new boy was interested in me. But whenever I went home on weekends and I would have access to my phone, I spoke to my initial boyfriend, and we were good. We were still in a relationship. He said he missed me. This guy showed interest in me, and I was lonely because my boyfriend is in Pretoria now. I'm in Vaal all alone. So I started dating this boy. And then whenever I would go home on weekends, I would talk to my initial boyfriend. And then when I'm at school, I would be with the new boyfriend. It's stupid, childish things. I don't think it was cheating. I think it was getting to know myself, to figure out myself. But yeah, that's what happened. And he kept asking me if I was still dating my initial boyfriend. And I always said, nah, I'm not, when I knew very well that I am. And none of them ever found out. I eventually broke up with both of them for different reasons. And none of the askisin buffets, yo. Life if dies. What age did you lose your virginity? First of all, I'm a virgin. Who said I lost it? I have it. It's still here. I'm a virgin. I'm waiting for marriage. And when I tell you guys, more than 5 people send me this virginity question. Please don't mind my finger. More than 5 people send me this virginity question. But guys, I'm a virgin. And if you haven't slept with me, you can't tell me that I'm a virgin. And I'm sticking to that. I'm a virgin. Also, my mom watches my channel. Stop asking other things, man. My mom watches this thing. You can't be asking me such. I'm a virgin. What do you mean? Stop it. Stop it. Please show us your skincare products. I'm in love with your skin. I've been waiting for you guys to ask. I have a skincare routine video. I haven't changed anything. I still use Cuticura product. They are in my nighttime skincare routine. So I use the Cuticura soap. I think it's 29 Rand. I use the Cuticura toner. I think it's like 19 Rand. And then I use their matting lotion. So my skin is very stubborn. I have chronic acne. I've had acne my whole life. I think I should also do an acne journey video. You guys must tell me if you want to know about it. I had acne from grade 8 until 2nd year. And I never, I will do that in the other video where I tell you guys about it. But to maintain clear skin, because my skin is very, very clear. I don't know if you guys can see it. My skin is very, very clear right now. Don't mind the foundation. Look past the foundation. I use Cuticura. And whenever I have a breakout, I know I must go with my Cuticura. It's so cheap, but it's so strong. It's like Gentle Magic. Gentle Magic is very, very cheap, but it does the job. But my skin burns from Gentle Magic, so I don't play that game. So the next question is, would you give your ex a second chance? Anganya. I don't know if YouTube is gonna censor that. Anganya. Oh, anganya mchan. Anganya straight, no ways. No, I'd never. That nigga, oh my gosh. You know when I say, if singase taxi, I shot and get 2 rand. And no mnika. Ngaxolele hliswe kulo taxi. Well, I'm talking about one particular ex. The others still know, but I don't feel as strongly about it as this particular one. And you guys know which one. The Durban one. The nonsense one that cheated me on me 6 times. Uanganya mchan. Angayos enga. Not me. Not me. Uanganya mchan. I'm thinking about it actually. Me giving him a second chance. Lol. Anganya. How many exes do you have? Anda. 0. I don't have exes. I know people. I have people I used to know, but I don't have exes. And if you go around saying you're my ex, you are lying. How long does it take you to move on from a breakup? So for me to get out of a relationship, so I take my heart out first. So I wouldn't break up with someone that I still want to be with. And by the time I break up with you, best believe is it broken or braked? Broken. I've broken up with you a long time ago in my heart. So it doesn't take me long to get over you because I've been over your niggas. I've been over you. It takes a lot for me to get out of a relationship. If a relationship ends... Okay, wait. Has anybody ever broken up with me except for that nigga that I wasn't dating who was dating me? I have been broken up with. It took me... Oh, also it took... Oh! I'm remembering things I don't want to remember. It depends on how much I liked you. And it depends on what happened. If I was in the wrong... I obviously feel guilty and it will take me quite a long time to get over you. But if you were in the wrong, and then summer same night, it takes me the same night to move on. Not like that though, but you know what I'm trying to say. Would you make your own TV show? Ban. Chana. I'd kill it. Yeah. I would have my own TV show. And I think my life is kind of interesting. On weekends, not during the week. What is your dream career and where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm definitely, in 5 years, going to be a speech pathologist. Watch me, watch the space. Call me Dr. Booysen. Please don't walk past me and just look at me. Greet, I'm a doctor. But yeah, I'm definitely going... So my dream job, initially, I think there was a question here that asked, what did you want to be when you... I mean, I'll read it when I come past it. But it was basically asking, Guti, what did I want to be? Did I always want to be a psychologist? No. Psychology was my second option. My first option was speech pathology. They did not take me. They took me for psychology. They thought they know me best. So I had to I'm finishing my psychology degree now. And then I think I'm going to work for like a few years. And then I'm going to do my pathology degree, my speech pathologist degree. That is my dream job. That is what I'm going to die doing. That is what I'm always going to be. For laugh. Dr. Booysen, look at me nice. I'm joking. Worst experience with a man. Oh, wow. I've been in a physically abusive relationship and I stayed. I won't lie. I stayed through all the beatings and all the emotional abuse. So it was emotionally, physically, and financially. But I stayed. And yeah, I think that so far, until today, that has been my worst experience. Definitely. How many languages do you speak? I've been waiting for somebody to ask me this. You know when you have a skill or nobody's asking you about it and you just need somebody to ask. You don't want to be that person who brags and just tells people without them asking. But you want somebody to ask. Thank you. Who's this? The Silent Thunder. Thank you for asking this. Guys, let me count all the languages that I speak. Xhosa, English, Zulu, Sotho, Tswana, Pedi, sign language, English and Afrikaans. Why do I feel like I overcounted? Xhosa, Zulu, Sotho, Tswana, Pedi, English, Afrikaans, and sign languages. So I speak 8 out of 11 South African languages. Swati. So 9 out of 11 South African languages. Fluently, can read them, can speak them, can sing them. I just need to learn Tsonga, Venda, and Isindebele. That's it. Then I'm done. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's the end of my video. That's the end of my Q&A. I'm so sorry to the questions that I did not get to. I was looking at the time and I didn't want to like make an extra long video. I'm so sorry about it. But thank you so much for tuning in. I enjoyed answering the questions. Please do watch out for my next video. I think it's probably gonna be a cooking video or a makeup tutorial. I'm not sure. I haven't decided on my life yet. But thank you so much for watching, guys.